Day 2 of the Sisters Shootout. And the Henley girls find themselves in the back gym this afternoon for a matchup with 5A Caldera. Hello, everybody. Matt Bowling here with you on mybasin.com. Henley girls coming off a 60-53 win over 3A Banks yesterday. Caldera coming off a 55-36 win over Madras. So both teams looking to improve to 2-0 here at the showcase. Henley on the season 6-1, up to number 5 now in the OSAA 4A computer rankings. Caldera 6-4, up to number 7 in the 5A computer rankings. These teams have met in each of the 3 seasons that Caldera has had a varsity program. They met at Henley last season in a pre-Christmas matchup. Hornets won that game 67-38. They trailed 11-10 after the first quarter, but took control with a 13-0 run in the second, as well as a 10-0 run in the third. Wolfpack went on to finish 12-14, made the 5A playoffs. Henley, of course, went on to win the 4A state championship. Just a few minutes away from tip-off here. We'll take a break, bring you the action on the other side here on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At my
Starting 5 for Henley: Kennedy Modine, Preston Shade, Lily Fussell, Anna Harper, and Michaela Schroeder. For Caldera, Reese Bradbury, Allie Henley, Sammy Chandler, Tamry Waldron, and James Henley. Wolfpack win the tip-off. Ball forced out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets. Fussell. Up to Modine. Now Fussell. Pass to Modine. Tipped, kept in. Comes back to her. Over to Harper. Underneath. Schroeder is open for the first bucket. Head the other way. Harper intercepting the pass. Shade hands it to Modine. Down low, Schroeder again off the rim. Harper trying to clean it up, misses. Another one won't go. Comes out to Shade. Fussell. Over to Modine. Her three off the mark. Fussell is there for the putback. An early 4-0 lead here for Henley. In transition, Allie Henley. Over to Timmery Waldron. Free throw line jumper won't fall for Bradbury. Comes to Shade. Kicks it down low. Schroeder, turnaround misses. Harper gets the rebound. It comes back to Schroeder, who gets it to roll in. Firing ahead, and a foul will send James Henley to the free throw line, trying to get Caldera on the board. They're already down 6-0 here, 6:13 to go in the first quarter. First free throw good for Henley. One for two, but Bradbury grabs the rebound. Outside three for Waldron won't fall, and it's rebounded by Fussell. Modine brings it across half court. To Lily Fussell. Modine. Back to Fussell. Back to Modine. She pulls a three. Sends it off the back rim. Bradbury the rebound. Head to Allie Henley. Henley. Over to Tamari Waldron. Waldron. Drives. Bounces it. Unable to finish was James Henley. Here's Shade. Picked up by Tamari Waldron. Modine for three. That's off the mark. Underneath, Fussell tried to put back, that won't fall. Schroeder has it momentarily, but Caldera gets it back. Up top, Reese Bradbury. Going down low to James Henley. Her shot rolls off, but Shade touched it out of bounds. Wolfpack will get it back. 4:53 to go in the first quarter. Allie Henley to inbound. They go up top to Sammy Chandler, and it rims out. This is Modine. Modine drives, puts it up, misses. Harper's putback won't fall. Schroeder's putback won't either. Finally, Schroeder gets fouled. On the fourth attempt, Michaela Schroeder earns a trip to the free throw line. Had her fourth straight double-double yesterday in the win over Banks. 22 points, 13 rebounds. Her high school career off to a fantastic start, as we now have a timeout. 6-1 lead for Henley with one free throw coming. 4:32 to go in the first quarter here on mybasin.com.
MyBasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
MyBasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
One free throw coming for Michaela Schroeder after the Caldera timeout. It's up and in. Caldera across midcourt. It's Bradbury. Guarded by Fussell. Henley pulls a three. Off the mark. Getting there for the putback is Chandler. Shade splits a double team. Loses the ball. It's loose, and it's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow pointing to Henley. Underneath, Schroeder, easy bucket. Back up to a 6-point lead for Henley halfway through the first quarter. Allie Henley brings it across. Has her pass tipped. Back out to Bradbury. Underneath, intercepted by Campos. Open for three is Shade. Misses left. Chandler regathers near the scorer's table, gives it to Bradbury. Underneath, picked up, sent off the bottom of the rim by Bradbury. Chased down in the corner. Sent back out to Henley. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Bradbury drives, sends it over to Timmery Waldron. Waldron baseline off the bottom of the backboard. Gets it back. Sends it to Chandler, who puts up an air ball. And that's going to go down as a shot clock violation. Well, last touch by Henley before it went out of bounds. So Caldera gets a fresh 35. Up top, Paisley Waldron. Now Sammy Chandler. Paisley Waldron, baseline. Whips it out to Chandler, who pulls a three and misses. Chased down in the corner by James Henley. Back out to Bradbury. Bradbury with a lane to the hoop. Too strong on the floater. And a foul is called on the floor. It's on Anna Harper. That's the second foul on Henley. Foul count is now 2-1 in favor of Caldera. Put it underneath to Allie Henley, and she'll shoot two. Henley makes the first free throw. She was a first-team All-Intermountain Conference selection last season. And she goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. Inbound to Shade. Shade across midcourt. Shade with a lane. Hook shot drops. Tough bucket for Preston Shade. Caldera looking to answer. Bradbury's got it. Bradbury pass intended for Hollabaugh, intercepted. Vassell the other way. Now Shade. Shade drives, gets tied up, and a foul is called. A minute 50 to go in the first quarter. Schroeder and Modine checking back in for Ladner and Campos. Shade looking to inbound, gets it to Schroeder, and she shakes her defender for the bucket. Reese Bradbury. No look pass to Paisley Waldron, loses it, out of bounds. Last touched by Waldron. Harper throws it into Vassell. Vassell across midcourt. Shade. Fouled on the shot. Two free throws coming for Preston Shade. It was actually in last year's game against Caldera that a then freshman Preston Shade got her first career start. She goes 1 for 2 from the line. Henley's up to a 9-point lead. Here's Bradbury, intercepted by Harper. Harper takes it the distance. The finish through contact, and it's 16-5. There's an interception by Modine. She gets it out to Shade. A minute left in the first quarter. The kick to Ladner goes out of bounds, gives it back to Caldera. Sent into Paisley Waldron, back to Bradbury. Bradbury out to Chandler. Chandler, a baseline drive. She kicks it out to Allie Henley. Free throw line jumper will not fall for Paisley Waldron. It's kept alive, but sent right to Kennedy Modine. She throws an interception at midcourt. Now Bradbury. Bradbury whips it up top to Paisley Waldron. Bradbury tried to float it in. It was sent right to Preston Shade, and she gets fouled. 21.3 seconds on the first quarter clock. Henley can hold for the last shot. Senya Campos checking in for Kennedy Modine. Gets the inbound from Harper. 15 seconds left. Here's Campos. She sends it to Schroeder. Schroeder fouled. Schroeder makes the first free throw. She was 10 of 11 from the line yesterday, including two big ones late in the fourth quarter that made it a multiple possession game. Seven seconds left for Crater. Chandler drives, has it blocked out of bounds. They'll have an inbound on the baseline with 4.2 on the clock. They get it in. Allie Henley disrupted. They try to go baseline, but it's taken away, and Ladner is fouled. Henley's in the bonus, so that's going to give them free throws with 0.1 second on the clock. Ladner makes the first free throw. Ladner 2 for 2. And all Caldera has time to do is inbound. Henley firmly in control of this one after one. A 25 lead for the Hornets here on mybasin.com.
Not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
15-point lead for Henley as we get ready to start the second quarter here at Sisters. I'll remind you that the Henley boys are also playing right now, and we do have a broadcast for that going on mybasin.com. Hornets facing Junction City, and Junction City is up 17-4 after the first quarter. Turned over. Fussell gives it right back, though. 3 for Allie Henley off the mark. Modine chases down the rebound. Modine in some trouble. Has it tapped into the backcourt, recovered by Fussell. Modine on the wing. Pass intercepted. Breakaway layup for Chandler, and it rolls in. Fussell tips, taken away. Paisley Waldron, the drive. Pass goes out of bounds. Trying to hook it to James Henley. Into Modine. Modine bringing it up. Modine down low. Won't go for Harper. She gets it back, puts it up. Off the mark, out of bounds. It'll go back to the Wolfpack. Timmery Waldron bounces it to Henley. James Henley to Reese Bradbury. Timmery Waldron guarded by Senya Campos, gives it to Paisley Waldron. Bradbury over to Allie Henley. Henley trying to bounce it into the paint. It comes loose and is taken away by Fussell. Fussell can't keep hold of it. It's loose again, and tie-up will give it to Caldera. Modine checks out for Shade. Bradbury inbounds it up top. Allie Henley. Looks like we're going to pause to reset the shot clock. .6:12 to go in the first half. Bradbury to inbound. James Henley, 3 to shoot. Kick it out to Paisley Waldron, who buries a 3. The first 5 points of the second quarter belong to Caldera. Here comes Fussell trying to answer, and she is fouled. Got a Caldera player down. We'll take a break while they attend to her.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home, I swear.
Lily Fussell shooting 2 free throws, knocks down the first one. Had 8 points and 6 rebounds in Henley's win over Banks yesterday. Misses the second. Paisley Waldron grabs the rebound, gives it to Allie Henley. Allie Henley to Bradbury. Chandler drives, kicks it to James Henley. They lose it. Taken away, Ladner ahead to Shade. Shade rolls off the rim. Fussell's putback won't go. Now they rocket it ahead to Chandler, and she lays it in. Shade sends it into Schroeder. Back out to Shade. Her three is no good. Taken the other way by Bradbury. Bradbury ahead to James Henley. And Caldera is back within 7. 4:53 to go in the first half. Not sure what that was about. Shades inbound, intercepted by James Henley. She blows the layup on the other end. Good contest by Harper. Shade gets... Well, Fussell set the screen. She's going to be called for it. Caldera gets it back. Caldera entered this quarter down by 15. They now trail by 7. And Allie Henley just got herself a trip to the free throw line. Henley misses the first free throw. Four minutes and 28 seconds left in the second quarter. And with that made free throw, Caldera is on a 10-1 run this period. Fussell to Modine. Modine sandwiched, gets it to Shade. Shade sends it up, misses. Schroeder can't get the rebound. Ahead to Henley. She fakes, loses the defender, misses. Paisley Waldron couldn't get the putback. Shade dives for the ball. And we've got a jump ball. Henley with possession. Harper to inbound. Bounces it into Shade. She has it taken. Allie Henley whips it up top to Bradbury, who has to save it from going into the backcourt. Down low. Now back out to Chandler. She misses the three. Fussell grabs the rebound. Pass tipped. Another takeaway for the Wolfpack. Chandler with a lane to the hoop. And she hits the contested layup. Shade. Tipped up and taken away. Corner three for Waldron drops. And it's a 1-point game. Timeout Henley. We'll take 1-2. You're watching Henley basketball on mybasin.com.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more
3:12 left in the second quarter. Caldera has outscored Henley 15-1 this period. Inbound to Schroeder. Schroeder to Shade. Shade fouled. Takes a tumble along the baseline. Ruling is Caldera ball. Bradbury sends it to Henley. Chandler. Paisley Waldron. To Allie Henley. Henley creating space. Pulls a long three. Good. Caldera leads. Modine throws it to Ladner. Ladner answers with a layup. 23-23, 2.5 to go in the first half. Looks like a tie-up. Possession arrow points to Caldera. Thrown into Allie Henley. Tough shot, won't go. Schroeder grabs it, gets it to Shade. Shade across midcourt. Modine over to Fussell. Fussell, baseline drive, comes up short. Schroeder is there for the putback. Fired ahead and into the Henley bench. It will stay with Caldera. Allie Henley sends it to Bradbury. In the corner, Chandler misses the three. Tapped out of bounds. It will go back to Henley. James Henley going for the rebound. Long inbound to Ladner. Ladner gives it to Schroeder. She gives it to Fussell. Now the handoff to Shade. Down low, Schroeder. And that's an easy 2 points for Henley. Caldera having a hard time matching up with Schroeder in the paint. Underneath, foul on the shot. Will send Sammy Chandler to the line. Chandler bounces in the first free throw. She goes 2 for 2. Modine over to Fassell. Out of bounds. Wolfpack ball. Waldron on the baseline. Back out to Bradbury for a three. Off the mark. Shade bumped on the rebound. No foul. Campos. 49 seconds left. Down to Schroeder. Schroeder too strong. Caldera grabs the rebound. Henley in transition. Henley with a nice step to the hoop. We're tied up again. 27-27. 30 seconds to go. Ahead to Campos. She's got space for a three, and she buries it. Mishandled, and the pass goes out of bounds. Fassell getting set to inbound. Back to Modine. 17 seconds on the clock. Modine to Campos. Campos looking to drive. Gets tangled up. And called for a travel. Randy Denson can't believe it. And what do we have here? 2.4 seconds on the clock. Looks like Caldera's going to inbound in front of their own bench. Henley's got to go. Half-court heave. Just misses. So after an eventful second quarter, Henley takes a 30-27 lead into the locker room here at Sisters. I'm Matt Bowling. You're watching Henley basketball on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account, to retirement planning, and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
Sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Caldera the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Not corporate. At Clown Falls Subaru, we built our business on that simple promise. Well, that and some of the best people you're ever going to meet. Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Subaru. Our 62 employees make it easy for us to live up to our comfortable, not corporate philosophy. Friendly faces, easy answers, straight talk, fairness, and exceptional service. These are the things you expect. These are the things that all of our people deliver. Our management team, sales pros, certified service and body shop techs, lot attendants, and detail experts are all 100% focused on you. Local people putting their friends and neighbors first. At Clown Falls Subaru, that's the only way we do business. It's comfortable, not corporate. Our team members also spend hundreds of hours each year supporting local charities and events through the Subaru Love Promise. That's the kind of people they are. We're very proud of them. They're your friends, they're your neighbors, they're glad to know you, and they want you to be glad to know them too. I'm Rob, and this is what makes us comfortable, not corporate.
Henley led 20-5 after the first quarter. Caldera opened the second with an 18-1 run to take a 23-21 lead. Henley responded, though, and are up 30-27 with about 5 minutes remaining in halftime. Your halftime scoring. Michaela Schroeder has half of the Hornets' points. She's got 15. 11 of that came in the first quarter. Preston Shade, Lily Fassell, or Anna Harper has 4. Preston Shade, Lily Fassell, and Senya Campos each have 3, and Bailey Ladner has 2. For Caldera, Sammy Chandler has 10. Hallie Heinley has 8. Paisley Waldron has 6. And James Heinley has 3. Lots of hard contact in this game is not being called. And that's something that's gotten Henley head coach Randy Denson a little upset. We'll see if things change at all in the second half. Henley and Caldera meeting for the third time. They've met every year that Caldera has had a varsity program. The school opened in 2021. In the 2021-22 school year, it was only open to freshmen and sophomores, so they played a JV schedule. Henley is 2-0 all-time against the Wolfpack. About 2.5 minutes on the halftime clock. We will take another quick break before we get you back to the action here on mybasin.com.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Caldera the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Henley with the ball to start the third quarter and a 30-27 lead. Inbound to Harper. Over to Fasell. Senya Campos. Looking to drive. Sends it to Fasell in the corner. She puts up a mid-range that won't fall. Friendly fire on the rebound. Fasell tapped the ball right off Senya Campos' head. Henley keeps possession, though. Shade to inbound. Fasell underneath, lays it in. Allie Henley bringing it up. Hands it to Bradbury. She pulls a three off the back rim. Recovered momentarily by Henley, but she can't keep it in bounds. This is Shade. Shade. The dish to Fasell and a wide open layup. Fantastic find by Preston Shade. And Henley's back up 7. Turnover in front of the Caldera bench. Shade will take it herself. Ball ends up out of bounds. Shade inbound tapped out. Henley will get another chance. Shade underneath. Harper goes up strong but misses. Schroeder chases down the ball. Kicks it out to Senya Campos. Campos, baseline, stepped out. Bradbury ahead to Timmery Waldron. Dish on the block to James Henley, who lays it up. Harper over to Shade. Shade to the basket. Floater misses. Schroeder gets the putback. Pass goes out of bounds. A little miscommunication there. And Shade will inbound. Thrown into Harper. She has it taken away from her. Dish to a wide open Chandler, but she can't lay it up. Another try won't go, and Michaela Schroeder grabs the defensive board. Shade flips it up. Fasel, oh man. I don't know if that was Shade's intention there, but it worked out great. Paisley Waldron to Timmery Waldron. Back to Paisley. Floated to Chandler in the paint. Intercepted by Fasel. Modine. Shade gets bumped, and a foul is called. Inbound to Ladner. Fasel to Shade. Shade. What a find. Schroeder in the paint. But she gets tied up, and the possession arrow points to Caldera. Unfortunate. Henley couldn't capitalize on a fantastic pass. Underneath. Foul called. Henley to inbound. Finds Timmery Waldron. Back out to Allie Henley in the corner. Henley with Fasel on her. Hands it to Chandler. Chandler finds James Henley underneath. Rebound goes out to Timmery Waldron, who puts up an air ball. 4:47 left in the third quarter. Henley has reestablished themselves a bit. They're up 9. Inbound to Shade. Shade loses the ball. And it's going to go back to the Wolfpack. Henley loses it. And Henley gets it back. Pressure on the inbound forces a turnover. That's something Henley's very good at. Shade throws it into Fasel. Ladner. Modine pulls a three off the mark. And it goes out of bounds. Allie Henley looking to inbound. Henley with pressure. Pressure continues, and Fussell is called for the foul. Allie Henley will inbound again for the Wolfpack. Gets it to Chandler. Chandler, bump from behind. Ball comes loose. It is out of bounds. Last touched by Henley. And Caldera takes a timeout. They trail 38-29 with 4:19 to go in the third here on mybasin.com.
Sports was kind of what defined me as a person. I loved to play every sport I could possibly play. The Abbeys was really the family stomping ground for all of our community. Saturday afternoon soccer tournaments, we'd head over to Abbeys afterwards. And then when we got up into middle school, on our way home, we'd stop at Abbeys after basketball games. When I go home, I want to see two things when I drive through Winston. I want to see my Abbeys, and I want to see my high school. And those are the two memories that stick out the most to me.
4:19 to go in the third quarter. Henley with a 38-29 lead over Caldera. Hornets outscoring the Wolfpack 8-2 so far here in the second half. Chandler. Timmery Waldron comes up short on the three. She chases down her own miss. Sends it out to Paisley Waldron. Elbow jumpers off the mark. Schroeder comes down with the rebound, gets tied up, and a jump ball will send it to Henley. Preston Shade a little slow to get up, but now laughs it off. She has taken some hard hits in this game. Inbound intercepted by Timmery Waldron. Out to Paisley. Chandler. Up top, Timmery Waldron. Paisley Waldron. Paisley guarded by Shade. 15 on the shot clock. In the corner, Chandler. Paisley Waldron misses the three. Fussell grabs the rebound. Sent up to Shade. Shade drives. Gets fouled. Two free throws coming for Preston Shade. First one bounces out. Ladner and Fussell checking out for Harper and Campos. Second free throw rattles in. Henley back to a double-digit lead. Timmery Waldron trying to take it all the way, misses. Harper grabs the rebound. And a tie-up is going to give it back to Caldera. Allie Henley looking to inbound. Sends it up to James Henley. Allie Henley for three. No good. Modine grabs the board, and she is fouled. Third foul of the quarter on Caldera. Count is now 3-2 in favor of Henley. Into Shade. Shade. Back to Harper. Shade. Whips it over to Schroeder. She hands it to Harper. Harper with a lane. Takes a bump, misses the shot. Comes back to Modine, who gets it to drop. Paisley Waldron to Chandler, or James Henley. Out of bounds. It will be Caldera ball. 2:24 on the third quarter clock. On the block, Bradbury. Up to Paisley Waldron. To Danica Hollabaugh. Bradbury. Open is Paisley Waldron. And Caldera called for a foul on the shot. Give you a quick update from the boys' game. Henley trails Junction City 42-30 after 3 quarters. Modine fires ahead to Harper. Harper to Campos. Campos working into the paint. Tried to send it down low to Harper, but it's turned over. The other way, Chandler. Her floater nowhere near the hoop. Caldera gets it back, though. Underneath, Hollabaugh. Kicks it out. Paisley Waldron. And looks like a 3-second violation called against Caldera. I'll give Henley the ball back. Shade. Loses it on the double team. It's on the floor. And called for a travel, diving for it, is Danica Hollabaugh. That's a tough break to dive for the loose ball and end up getting called for a travel. Senya Campos. Campos has it tapped away from her on the dribble. And a tie-up is called. Possession arrow points to Henley. Campos stay inbound. Modine pulls a 3. Rolls out. Campos is there for the putback. Too strong. Tapped out of bounds. Caldera ball. Henley still up 12, 1:23 to go in the third quarter. Intercepted by Fasell. Fasell for 3. Off the mark. Campos comes away with the board. Fasell to Harper. Harper. Baseline drive. Out to Modine. Her 3 is short. Another turnover by Caldera, and Harper lays it in. Ahead to Chandler. Chandler's floater too strong. Schroeder grabs the miss. Modine ahead to an open Fasell, who lays it up. Modine tried to intercept the inbound, but couldn't keep it in bounds. 37.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Henley back up 16 after blowing a 15-point lead in the second quarter. Henley takes it the distance. Inbound to Fasell. Ahead to Harper. Harper off the glass. Paisley Waldron. Bradbury driving. Too strong. Senya Campos fights for the rebound. Has to get the shot up. Can't do it. but it's 47-31. Henley outscoring Caldera 17-4 in the third quarter. And the Hornets are in good position entering the fourth. We'll be right back here on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Henley up by 16 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Hornets with a chance to notch another solid interclassification win. They beat 3A Banks yesterday, and that's a team that looks likely to make the 3A tournament. And this Caldera team's coming off a 5A playoff appearance. It seems like they have a good chance to get back here this year. Reese Bradbury loses it. Fussell comes down with it. Fussell on the fast break. Called for the travel. Now, games within one classification do count for the OSAA computer rankings. As Henley gets bumped by Fussell on the drive. So wins over 3A and 5A teams can help Henley in the 4A playoff seeding. Henley up top to Paisley Waldron. Now James Henley on the block. Turnaround too strong. Fussell ties up the rebound. Possession arrow points to Caldera. Looks like the possession arrow was wrong. It's Henley ball. Harper inbounding to Ladner. Here's Modine. Modine up to Campos. Campos has the pass disrupted. It comes to Modine. Up to Ladner. Campos. Harper tied up, and a jump ball. We'll give it to Caldera. Timmery Waldron. James Henley. Reese Bradbury. Bradbury looking to go underneath. The pass is too long and intercepted by Modine. Campos wide open for three. Off the back iron. Harper grabs the rebound and puts it back in. 18-point lead for the Hornets. 6.5 minutes to go. Allie Henley. Henley drives. Tough finish off the glass. Senya Campos. Gets it across to Ladner. Ladner is bumped. Gets it over to Modine. Modine is fouled. Foul count now even at 1 apiece this quarter. Into Harper. Ladner. Modine. Too far ahead for Anna Harper, and Caldera will get the ball back. Timmery Waldron. Chandler, mid-range, rolls off the rim. Modine. Modine, tied up, loose ball. Caldera comes away with it. Fired ahead. Now back to Allie Henley. Waiting for Timmery Waldron to catch up. And Reese Bradbury gets fouled in the paint. James Henley. Back out to Timmery Waldron. Her three is off the mark. Chasing down the rebound, but gives it right to Kennedy Modine. Modine, tip, taken away by Henley. Henley has her pocket picked by Modine. Loose ball on the baseline. Modine picks it up, sends it out of bounds, and Caldera gets it. 5 minutes even on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Modine will check out for Fussell. Inbound tipped. Falls to Timmery Waldron. Now James Henley. Henley, through two defenders, draws a shooting foul. Third foul on Henley this quarter. Henley makes the first free throw. One for two. Schroeder out-muscles her for the rebound. Shade in trouble. Shade is fouled. Harper into Shade. Shade gets it across midcourt. Shade loses it on the baseline, taken the other way by Timmery Waldron. Waldron bounces it to Allie Henley. Henley pulls a three, bounces out. Couldn't get the bank to go that time. Shade to Ladner. Ladner. Bounce to Fussell. Shade creating space, misses the jumper, gets her own miss. Too strong off the glass, out of bounds, into the Henley bench. And Waldron is down. We'll step aside.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and Little League teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here.
Timmery Waldron helped off the court as Shade finds Harper for a layup. Allie Henley Henley barrels into Fussell, and she's called for the charge. And the Henley bench explodes. Big play there by Fussell. Gives Henley the ball back. Shade. The drive. Has a lane. Can't finish. Schroeder the putback. The other way, Henley goes coast to coast. Shade spins away from her. Shade trying to answer, gets fouled. .303 to go. Preston Shade will shoot 2 free throws. Shade was first team All-Skyline Conference in soccer this fall. Helped Henley win its first playoff game since 2015. Very effective at the forward position. She's been very effective today. It's 2 for 2 free throws. Caldera takes a timeout. They trail 55-36 with 3:02 to go in the fourth quarter here on mybasin.com.
Basin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
The pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
Sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
19-point lead for Henley with 3:02 to go in this game. Hornets were up 15 at the end of the first quarter. Caldera went on an 18-1 run to take the lead in the second. Henley got the lead back at halftime. And they have regained their footing here in the second half. This is Henley. 3 off the mark. Out of bounds. It will be Henley ball. Turned over on the inbound. And James Henley will head to the free throw line. Henley makes the first free throw. Misses the second. Ladner wrestles for the rebound, but it's called a tie-up. Possession arrow does favor Henley. .243 to go. Hornets just looking to close this one out. Harper. Inbounds to Fussell. Fussell dispossessed. Shade gets fouled. And that will be 2 free throws for Preston Shade with Henley now in the bonus. Both teams are in the bonus, actually. Shade makes the first free throw. She had 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists in Henley's win over Banks yesterday. And she's now got the Hornets out to a 20-point lead in the closing minutes of the fourth quarter. In the corner, a three for Sammy Chandler won't fall. Out of bounds, it will stay with the Wolfpack.
Switch with Bailey. Switch with Bailey.
Inbound to Allie Henley. Henley pulls a three off the back iron. Rebound is tapped back to her. She gives it to Paisley Waldron. Waldron underneath, and a foul is called. 2 free throws coming for Sammy Chandler. Chandler makes the first. Two for two. Shade. Hands it to Fussell. Fussell to Ladner on the block, and she cashes in. Chandler taps it out to James Henley. Up top, Bradbury for three. Bounces off the rim. Modine almost has it stolen from her. Able to get it to Fussell, who rattles in the mid-range. Bradbury. Baseline drive. Sends it to James Henley. Waldron dribbles in, puts a shot up over Schroeder that doesn't fall. A three for Chandler's off the mark. And Modine is down hurt. We'll step aside.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place.
48 seconds to go. Caldera turns it over on the inbound. Into Shade. Shade to Ladner. Shade loses it on the drive. Out of bounds, it will stay. Or it will go to Caldera. Chandler. Three for Paisley Waldron is well off. Sent out off Fussell. Caldera will keep it with 21.3 seconds to go. James Henley, shot won't go. Put back is there for Reese Bradbury. All Henley has to do is dribble it out now. They get it across. Well, they'll send it to Schroeder for another bucket. So Caldera will have the last shot. It's a half-court heave, and it misses. Well, a real roller coaster in this one. But it ends up with Henley winning by a convincing margin, 63-41 final score here at Sisters. I'm Matt Bowling. We'll try to get you the final scoring. Get it to you after this break. Don't go away just yet. We got a little more for you here on mybasin.com.
Parent of a high school athlete, I've given up trying to get pictures of my kid playing sports. It's nearly impossible to take pictures and enjoy the game. There is a solution, though. God's Gifts Photography attends high school sporting events in the Basin to take individual and team action photos at a great price. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook to learn more. They'll come and capture your athlete in action, creating those frameable lifelong memories so you can watch and just enjoy the moment. Call 541-281-2206 to get your athlete on their schedule. God's Gifts Photography.
Threads. There are many threads that run through our region. There are churches and schools and little league teams that bring us together and bind us into communities. There are roads and cars. There are houses and jobs and businesses, all woven together to make the fabric of our communities. There are financial threads that are part of that tapestry as well. For over 80 years, it's been our pleasure to be headquartered here, providing financial services to generations of our friends and neighbors. From that first savings account to retirement planning and all of the cars and houses and groceries in between, we keep your money local, investing it back into our communities, adding more threads to the fabric to make our communities stronger. Pacific Crest Federal Credit Union. Find your path.
At mybasin.com, we bring you the power of local radio,
the pace and reach of social media,
the information of 24-hour news,
and the excitement of local sports.
We do this with a team of radio professionals that is second to none.
Klamath Falls is a community that we love and a place that we are proud to call home.
Klamath Falls deserves a media group that is as committed to you as you are to Klamath Falls.
mybasin.com is your go-to place for news,
sports, events, and everything going on at home in Klamath Falls.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been away forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place home. And then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Caldera the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
All right, we've got your final scoring here as Henley wraps up a 63-41 win over Caldera. For the Hornets, it was Michaela Schroeder with 21 points. She had 11 in the first quarter. Caldera really had a tough time matching up with her underneath, and Henley took advantage of that. Lily Fassell had 13. Anna Harper had 12. Preston Shade had 8. Bailey Ladner had 4. Senya Campos had 3. And Kennedy Modine had 2. For Caldera, Allie Henley had 14. Sammy Chandler had 12. James Heinley had 7. Paisley Waldron had 6. And Reese Bradbury had 2. Henley girls will have a third interclassification matchup in 3 days as they face 3A Valley Catholic tomorrow at 10 a.m. We will have coverage of that game for you here on mybasin.com. So we look forward to seeing you there. For now, thanks for tuning in today. I'm Matt Bowling. You've been watching Henley basketball on mybasin.com.